What's up guys, this is Merc Music and I'm bringing you guys some hiding spots and glitches for the Black Ops 2 map Drone. We're going to start off with some spots and some maneuvers and, useful tips like that. Then we're going to move on to some glitches and then we're going to finish things up with some combat axe spots. And this very first spot here is pretty cool. I haven't even really tried it out in a public match, but when you get onto this railing, you can actually get onto this little thing right here and you could probably snipe from there, get some kills on the people who had glitch on the other side of the map. So you can take advantage of that if you'd like to. You come over here, you can get on top of this fence, railing, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty useless, but you can climb back up in case you fall on accident. Now if you come over here, you can just kind of provide a little mini strafe jump on top of these tanks, but you can also just fall off here as I do. And you do get stuck on the railing if you land in a weird way, but you can just jump back on top of the tank. You can come over here and it can provide a pretty nice head glitch, but you can also still get on top of this railing if you choose to do so. All you have to do is walk off onto it like this, and you can actually do a little strafe jump on top of the van. It is pretty easy to get on top of the van regardless. You don't have to do that strafe jump every time, but you can get on top of this van. Sadly though, you can't get to this final piece of fence over there, so it kind of sucks. If you come over here, this is just a little alternate access routes to this main area like the helipad, so you can take advantage of that. Under these stairs can provide some nice cover. I know the bomb is there for search and destroy, so if you plant over there, you can hide under there or something like that. I'm pretty sure there's also a headquarters nearby, and there's also a hard point behind that area, so that's a pretty useful spot. Here are just some maneuvers around this area. You can take advantage of this because some people, it can provide some nice flanks and some alternate routes, so just keep that in mind when you're playing online. Now these are the glitches, and there's knife lunge glitches. They are patched and expired. However, if you want to do this, all you'd have to do is delete the patch on your console, and then you can do it offline, probably split screen, and still perform the knife lunge glitches. So if you want to know how to do that, all you have to do is walk slowly towards another person, press Y and knife at the same time, then go to the desired location to do a knife lunge at, and then all you have to do is move forward and then knife and hold a combat axe shortly after, and you will knife lunge. And over here, we thought we found a pretty cool spot, but Tracker's pretty good at making these maps glitch proof, essentially. So we come over here and we do this last spot. We thought we were going to get on top of the building, however, you don't get enough air. But we did try it with a shotgun jump. It still wasn't enough though, so. Now we're moving on to the combat axe spots. This spot I found on my first try. I freaked out when I found it because I was like, what? That hit on the first try? And all you have to do is stand where I was standing, look straight up to the A flag, and you will be able to get a kill. I believe it lands a little bit off center, and it's actually kind of a weird little ricochet that it does, but regardless, we're moving on to the B flag over here. You'll notice that these two little things, I'm not exactly sure how to describe them, but they're actually darker than all the other ones. You just have to stand in the middle of where I was standing, look straight up to B, and you will get a kill. And I believe for the final, let's see here. I just need to kind of look myself. Okay, so it is a little bit off center, but no one really caps B directly on the center anyway. But we're going to be wrapping things up here with the C flag toss. All you have to do is stand where I was standing, throw it, and it will bounce. It will bounce differently depending on how you throw it, but regardless of that, it will hit the near the center of the flag. It will either bounce off of the air vent or it'll just bounce off of the building, but it is a really good throw. All of these spots are pretty good except for probably the B flag, but we had a really difficult time finding the B flag spot. But this has been hiding spots and glitches for the map Drone. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. You can subscribe to the channel for future hiding spots and glitches videos that I will be releasing. If you want to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, my links are in the description below. You can check out the previous video by clicking the annotation on the screen or by checking out the video response below. Thanks guys.